live on one. I cannot get this timing right on the new setup. It's time to blow dry, guys. It's time to blow dry today. So we're talking about using a brush or not using a brush, and I have to get further back a little bit. So we're excited to bring you, blow drying. A lot of people ask me, when you blow dry, do you use a brush or why do you use a brush? Things like that. So today's questions are, do we use a brush or do we not use a brush when we blow dry, and how to choose what is right for you. So I'm going to show you how I blow dry with a finger blow dry versus a blow dry, or a brush blow dry. Okay, so I'll be using a brown brush, and we'll take questions all throughout because we always mostly do. so we'll definitely have questions today. Today we are giving away a lot of goodies. We're giving away the Power Couple, which is the shampoo and conditioner. So we are giving that away for one of the presents, and then we're giving away a blow time and a round brush because that's what we're using today. And then we're giving away a Time Original and a Time Pro, not to the same person. So exciting stuff today. It should be a good live. Hopefully we'll have lots of great information for you. Before I get started, I have to say something. I cannot believe this came in like literally right before I was about to go live, and I just have to bring it up. I have to bring it up. So there are tons, like the fake sites are getting completely out of control, people, and they are so blatant about it now that they have our profile pictures on there, like my family's profile pictures on their websites, and like it's so disgusting to watch. Like we ask them to take it down, we tell them to take it down, we tell them you're not allowed to use our pictures, and they keep doing it. So now today is the official tipping point. They have completely gone beyond crazy today. They are using the promo code Kendrick. Oh, can you believe it? They're using my brother's name as their promo code. I'm like, so not only are you aware that you're ripping off our family's pictures and, saying that like it's ours, like, oh, I just can't even, I can't even get the words to describe how, upsetting it is. Because not only are they doing it deliberately, they're, blatantly using Kendrick's name as a promo code. I'm like, oh my gosh, the nerve. It's so ridiculous. I can't even stand it. I don't even know what to say about it all. I'm like, how do they get away with this? Please tell me, anybody. It's beyond disgusting. It's gross. It's real gross, as my kids used to say when they were little. Gross. It's gross. So anyway, we're timestyle.com. Do not get anything other than just TYMESTYLE.com. Otherwise, you might be in jeopardy of getting a fake, and I don't even know what to say. They're even posting the new pro picture, and I guarantee they do not have access to a pro, so you will not be getting a pro. There's no way. It won't happen. It's only here. And nobody has license to wholesale unless they're in a salon. That's the only people that are now allowed to sell it. So if you think you're getting a deal, go to timestyle.com, and that's where you get the deals. Speaking of deals, everybody, I have an announcement. So I went Cyber Monday shopping. I had this awesome Christmas cart filled for my husband Dan, and I was like, awesome, I'm gonna get him this and this and this, and I can't disclose which company because then he'll know where I'm shopping for him. And I was like, yes, and I had my cart all loaded, and guess what I forgot to do on Cyber Monday because we were so busy? I forgot to buy. Everything was on sale, and I completely forgot. And so, because that kind of stuff happens to me, we extended our Cyber Monday sale all the way until, we were going to shut it off yesterday, and I was like, well, we can't. We can't shut it off when we're about to go live the next day. We have to give our live viewers one more shot at it before we close off the deal before Christmas. So we have extended it for live viewers until what time?
6 p.m. Central Standard.
6 p.m. Central Standard Time today. So we will have the whole deal going until then, and we are sold out of the original iron, but we do have some demo irons for those of you who it might be out of your price range right now. So we do have demo irons, which by the way look ridiculously good, and then we have the pros on sale as well, which is it's unheard of for us to put the irons on sale, but we're trying to do the right thing for everybody, and it's Cyber Week, so like, let's do that. And what else, Deandra? Well, there's lots of like good deals on the kits. The kits are ridiculous, and like you get what you'd normally get an iron for, you get like all kinds of other stuff, like a brush and other things for it. So it's really cool. So make sure you check it out on timestyle.com. Do not like mistake those, because right around that is all the fake. So be careful. Watch out. Don't mistype like I do. Don't have fat fingers, like fat thumbs. What do they call it? Fat thumbs? Fat thumbs. Okay. So anyway, yeah, so that's what we're working on today. Hopefully you guys are excited about all the deals we put out there for Cyber Monday and Black Friday. It was really fun. I've been packaging away, which by the way, my nails are a wreck because I've been in the warehouse packaging till about 11 o'clock each night with everybody, and my poor kids are sleep deprived before school. It's embarrassing, but okay, it's only 1 week, people. Okay, so let's talk about blow drying. So I think I have my hair kind of wet enough to blow dry it. I might have to spray a little more. And I have this completely big water bottle, so if I spray myself in the face, that's why. So I've blow dried the back already. I'll put it back so you can kind of see, hopefully you can see the difference. Deandra, you have to tell me if you can, okay, or if I need to brush it. So this side is blow dried with a brush, and this side is blow dried without a brush. So if it's not apparent in the back why I blow dry with a brush, then hopefully it will become apparent in the front, and then I'll tell you how and why and what's creating that difference. And then we'll talk about why people, like with Deandra's hair, don't have to be so, you know, why it's not such a big difference for them. So I blow dry on low with our blow dryer because I like to be able to listen to books and talk to friends and take care of work stuff the day that while I'm blow drying. I say the day that I'm blow drying because I only have to blow dry once a week now. Okay, and so I like to lift from the roots here to make sure I get lift off of the scalp. I think it's really important to do that. So make sure when you're blow drying that if you're looking for lift off of the scalp, that's how you do it. Okay, so now this might be a little bit more extreme in the front because of how dry it already was from working while my hair was wet, which by the way is really cold. I don't know how some people do that all day. Don't they wear their hair wet all day? I think maybe they're not as cold as me by nature.
I guess, yeah. I can't do it.
Can you do it? You do it, don't you? Or no, you blow dry?
I can't. I'm not alone.
Yeah. So Tammy's out in the warehouse today. She's not with us today because she's trying to keep up with all the customer service requests, and there's a lot. Okay, so there is finger blow dried, and you could see that I was like dragging certain pieces, and it's because I was trying to pull the wave out of it because I didn't want the wave in it. So that's why I was specifically pulling on pieces. Have you seen any questions yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
They want to know, how do you go so long without washing your hair if you work out every day?
How do you go so long without washing your hair if you work out every day? So the main thing is, you know, pulling your hair up as you work out. I think that's the biggest thing. And then like making sure that it's like, I put it in a messy bun because I don't like a ponytail like dropping down on your back or whatever. And it keeps like the most heat off. And then if you, I don't know, I think the biggest thing is like, I don't have like, I don't know, it's just, I'm not a huge sweater. So I don't like, it's not an issue for me. I have seen people that like sweat a lot though. I don't know. Do you deal with that? No, I don't. I don't know. I think you just have to gauge like for you, you know, what feels clean to you after or not. Like I know a lot of people would just blow dry after, but I do think if you can find a way for it to go more days, it's better. Your scalp will produce less oil, so you won't have that like oily feel. Some people like will you know, just use a spray to cleanse like right at the roots if you have like if you are a person that sweats a lot during the gym, you know. I think that's the biggest thing. Otherwise it's just keeping your hair out of your face and away from the sweat as much as possible.
How long does it take you to blow dry your hair?
How long? I feel like it's I think Jenny timed me one day and it was like 9 minutes, but usually I don't time it because I'm usually like busy doing something else, so I'm just watching videos or something, and it also depends on how much time I have that day.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have like a set time. It's funny, time is so, even though we name the company Time, like time is like irrelevant to me. I never notice what time it is or how long things take me. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of a nemesis to my husband, who's very like on time. He's always loved it about me, I'm sure. So the difference here is that I'll be lifting it off the scalp more with the round brush. So, and then you want to make sure that you're really focused on the hair that's on the brush, because where the hair cools after is where it stays. Let me get this. Okay.
So what about still showering every day? Do you still get your hair wet, or do you just put it in a high bun?
Yes, I put my hair in a high bun every day for the shower. So I don't get my hair wet in the shower because I don't want to have to blow dry all the time. And you'll notice I really spend more time up here to start because this part is more thick, always on everybody's hair. So you want to make sure, and the ends will always dry just from moving them around so much. So you want to get the top more dry to start.
Does blow drying your hair with the brush dry out your hair since you put more heat on it?
Does blow drying your hair with a brush dry your hair out more? I would say absolutely not. Actually, my hair feels way better when I blow dry with the brush because it gives it more control. And the big thing you want to focus on is laying down the cuticle. And laying down the cuticle is what keeps moisture in your hair. Okay. Anything else, Deandra?
Yeah. Is blow drying with your head flipped upside down good for lifting the roots?
Is it good for lifting the roots? Okay, so the question was, is it good for blow drying your hair upside down? Is it good for lifting the roots? Okay. So yeah, I would say that's a good way to do it if you have hair like Deandra. If you have hair like me, it'll just look like crazy. If you blow dry upside down, it would be, oh my goodness, it would be absolutely ridiculous what my hair looks like. Would not be the way to go.
Hair straight for a few days and then curl it, or do you go all week with the same style?
Usually I go all week with the same style because I just do it for you guys, and then whatever happens, I just wear it that way after. But sometimes like I'll curl after a few days, but I believe that whatever you set your hair into the first day is usually the way to get it to stay the best. So like if I really spend a lot of time on my blow dry, the blow dry will look good all week. And if I really spend time, and by time on curling I mean what, 7 minutes, 5 minutes, then it'll look good all week too. So I just like to start with one style and then stick with it usually. Unless there's a night out, obviously, yeah, then I would add curling.
Do you ever use the cold shot when blow drying?
I do not. I think that's more useful for somebody like Jenny or Deandra. So somebody with fine hair, I believe it's more useful for them because my hair has so much volume anyway, so it's just not a big concern of mine to do it. And if I'm setting in curl, then I would just use a curling iron because it's way faster for me. So I don't utilize the cold shot on my hair. When I was using it on fine hair, I would utilize the cold shot.
What product did you put in it before drying? And when did you put it in?
So I did not, I wanted to do a fresh blow dry today because I wanted to use selfie time, I want to use upstaged after to show you guys how to get volume at the root. So that's part of the blow drying, is that we'll be using upstaged after to show you how to get more volume. Okay, so that's pretty much how it looks, the difference between finger blow drying and, I forgot to merge the sections. Usually I take the last thing I do is take the sections and I merge them like this together so that it all comes together. Okay.
Do
So-
you ever blow dry right out of the shower, or do you let it air dry first every time?
So I let my hair air dry quite a bit because I just don't like to take it from sopping wet. First of all, I don't like sprays all over my mirror. You know, when you're brushing it or something, I don't love to clean, so I want it to stay as clean as possible. So I like to let my hair air dry, and then after I'm done with my makeup and everything, then I do the hair. But it depends on how fast your hair dries, right? Like some people's hair dries almost instantly when they're getting out of the shower, and then your blow dry should be different. Like Deandra has fine, kind of like if you can imagine Jennifer Aniston hair. So what I would recommend for her is just to, you know, lift and pull the roots up like this, and if she really wants volume, then she would want to like rest it onto a brush like this, so that she can get lots of volume right there. And then she doesn't have to blow dry the ends because her ends aren't going to, you know, naturally dry fuzzy like mine do. So, you know, it's just a difference of how you're looking to, what you're looking to achieve for your hair. So my hair naturally has volume, so my goal is to make it look smoother. So that's why I use this boar and nylon bristle round brush, because it will control and have my hair looking more silky and shiny than if I just kind of utilize like my nails or hands to do that. Sorry, I was thinking nails because that's another thing. Like I don't like how my nails will get caught in my hair when I'm blow drying, and then it like rips off. So it saves your manicure or your hard work paint that you put into it. So
How big is that brush?
how big is this brush?
3 inches.
3 inches?
I think it's
Yeah, I think it's 3. Is it? Okay.
I think it is.
Is it? Okay.
I think it is.
3-inch round. Yeah. Oh, so maybe they measure to the bristles. That could be. Oh, there's hair in it now. Neat. Okay. So, so this is basically the difference. There's a couple of little bumps in here because my hair has been drying all day, but normally I would get all of those out with a brush. And this is kind of the same thing, but that's the stuff you'll tend to do when you're not using a brush, because it doesn't pull all these sections underneath as well when you're finger blow drying if you have natural waves. So if I was going to go in and curl my hair, this would be an okay blow dry, but I like spending the time and having it look more silky and laying down the cuticle and getting it in better shape for I think it sets you up for more successful style in the end, because you know it just looks less messy. But it's all depends on your goal, right? If I want more volume that day, then this would be a better blow dry for me. So, you know, if you have fine hair and you're looking to have more volume and less controlled, then you might be one of those people that like the upside down blow dry, or like just a lift blow dry, you know? So you just have to be aware of what you want your blow dry to achieve for you, and then blow dry with purpose, whatever that is. Blow dry looking to achieve more volume, or blow dry looking to achieve more silkiness, and you can see the difference just from what I'm doing. So and if your ends are the kind that need controlling, then you could blow dry just the ends with the boar and nylon round brush. So that's, you know, just things that I want you to be aware of. You know, the other thing is if your hair feels more like hay, then blow drying like this will do a lot for your hair. It will make it feel way more silky when you get this blow dry right. Let's see, what else? Do we have another question? I feel like there was another
We
thing.
have a bunch of questions.
Okay, questions? Okay, cool.
Why would you use a triangle brush?
Triangle brushes I like for lift on really short hair. So like if you're really short pixie cut, this is amazing because you don't have to like pick it up to like put it on the brush. The brush just automatically lifts it really easy, even for fine hair. So I just love what this brush does. Somehow the triangle allows for that to happen. I'm not sure how or why, but it's amazing. So I like this for like a pixie cut, or for someone like, you know, I always think of like my grandma's hair, right? Like a nice, if you're a stylist, you do a lot of roller set kind of do's. That's a good way to achieve the same look, but it doesn't look triangular, it looks round. It just helps you pick up the hair easier. That's why I didn't go triangular for the big brush though, because I didn't like the shape that it did for the big brush.
Is it healthy for you to wash your hair daily?
Okay, so is it healthy for you to wash your hair daily? I believe that your hair does better, your scalp does better if you extend the time between your washes. I think your hair has more time to, because usually when you're washing every day, you're also blow drying every day. So you're like constantly causing your hair to dry out and have to replenish its vitamins over and over and over and over. So, you know, you're getting more nutrients from like a shampoo and conditioner, whereas your scalp, when you go like a week or something, then your scalp gets to nourish your hair and create what your hair needs. And your scalp learns the behavior, right? Like, so if you do things every single day, your scalp learns that you're going to do that every day. If you do it once a week, your scalp learns you're going to do it once a week. So over time, I think a lot of us are in a conundrum of having to blow dry like all the time. And, you know, so your scalp learns that you're washing every day and stripping it of the oils every day. Was that a sneeze? It was a funny look. I was like, uh-oh, what's wrong? Okay.
So what tips can you give for someone like me who struggles with round brush, the beginner's guide? Do you use your dominant hand for the brush?
I
Or the
do.
dryer?
Yeah. I always use my dominant hand for the thing that does the most work usually, right? So this has to turn and grip and do everything. So I wonder, do I switch though? I'm trying to think. Yeah. No, I don't. I usually keep it all in one hand. Yeah. So, because all I have to do is follow with my left hand, right? All my left hand is doing is following the right hand. So, you know, I think, you know, you have to find what works for you. So, the beginning things that I would say is, you know, don't try and put the brush at a certain angle every single time. Like, don't feel like it has to be that I have to put the brush in exactly like this. Like, you can start back here and get tension. Your goal is to have tension on the hair and your blow dryer aiming at the beginning of the brush so that the hair can cool on the back part of the brush, right? So where hair cools is where it stays. So my blow dryer ideally would have the airflow going about right here. If your hair is really getting really dispersed down here, your blow dryer angle is wrong. If your hair is blowing back up this way, then your blow dryer angle is wrong as well. So if your blow dryer angle is back this way, it's going to blow the hair up, not down. So you want to make sure you're angled more like this, and you want the airflow to be on the brush, not on all of this hair down here. Because your goal is to heat this section right here. Okay, so that's the main things that I would like you to do is focus on where your airflow is, pointing down so your cuticle stays down, and then just moving them in conjunction with each other, and then letting it sit. Okay. I'm trying to think of what else, other things that would really help beginners. Like Tammy was struggling too. Oh, one thing you want to think about is like you don't have to constantly be turning your brush, right? That can just cause you to have like a lot of, you know, like kind of messy sections. So just think about placing it there, getting it prepped right, placing it there, and then moving with the section. And then doing that again, instead of having to worry about turning it like this. That's a skill you'll acquire over time, so don't force yourself to have to do all of that in the very beginning. Okay. Should we do the thermal protectant trick? I think that, and then let me know if there's any more questions.
Just a quick question. Someone
Okay.
said they thought that you put in upstage while your hair was damp. Can you do both?
Okay, so I like to put it in damp as well, but I just wanted to show you this trick today. So I would always put upstaged in before I blow dry usually, but I wanted you guys to see the difference in what upstage can do when sprayed right at the scalp, because a lot of people are very intimidated to spray because their hair is very fine. So, you know, just make sure you give it a good shake, and then you want to spray. I wonder if I should, I don't know which one I should do. If I should do both. I'm trying to think of what you would compare to. Not both? You think try and keep, okay, this one had a little more volume to start, but we can know that and whatever. So what I'm gonna do is just, I'm going to brush this over and brush it out of its natural fall position. So its natural fall was falling down, so I want to push it up and away so that it can dry. Like, it's called flat wrapping. So what you're doing is using the shape of your head to create where the hair cools. It's kind of like using your round brush, right? I'm gonna try and get this little part out here that I didn't get before to get that wave out of there. So I don't have to live with it for a week because then I'll forget. Okay, so you wanna dry all of this on the shape of your head because it will allow for more volume. Okay. And then once you get the upstaged all dried in, then you can put it back in place. And you'll be able to see how much volume that created. Okay? So before this side had more volume because I put so much control into this side. And then this side has way more volume now because I put that upstaged in there. And I can get even more if I really want to. I can get a lot more, but you know me, I don't like too much there. Jenny would be like, please give me more volume, because she loves more volume there. It's really funny. Okay, so that's, you know, I think a really good trick. It shows what upstaged is capable of doing. It gives you more volume and hold, and I love what it does for people's hair. I think it's really cool that, you know, that it does that. It's not just a thermal protectant, it does so much more. So I love what upstage turned out to be. It's really good, really good. It's fun stuff. So I wonder if I should do the other side to see what, if I could get really rock star from the 80s hair. Should we do that? Should we do that? Okay, do you have any more questions, Deandra?
What temperature do you use the blow dryer?
I use the blow dryer on high heat because I like the heat to control the cuticle, but I like the low speed because it gives me more control. And I wanted a low speed that was enough to like do something with, because there's a lot of low speeds that you like can't even just get, I mean, you can't even blow a feather out of the way. It's so like so low. So okay, so let's see. I wonder if I put this, I should try on a round brush for you to see how it does. Although I'm gonna mess up, but I feel like we're kind of nearing the end anyway. So a couple of things that we should recap on, right? Like, please be careful about all the fake sites out there. They're trying to get even closer to our site. So our site is timestyle.com. And then the other thing is our Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales are ending this afternoon at 6 o'clock Central Time, right? 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Central Standard. Whew. That was a tongue twister. Okay, so, and then see how I don't, like, I'm not like so conscious of exactly blow drying everything the same way. And then when you do that, you'll learn different things that are cool tricks of like, what did I do there that created more volume or something, so. Yeah, so that's what upstaged is going to do for you. It's going to create more volume, and then it also has more hold throughout all the rest as well, so. It's really great. I just think that was a great example of, I just love that trick. And I forget to do it a lot because it's, you know, once I'm done blow drying, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Let's move on. Okay, so I hope you guys learned some goodies about blow drying today. We are doing our best to bring you every education. I was thinking about it because I've been watching this guy that is really inspirational to me on like the business side of things, and I was curious if women would like to ever have like a Q&A day of like, you know, being their best overachiever, because I used to not be an overachiever, so like I've learned how to be an overachiever, and so you know, an overachiever is like a big deal to me. I think it's really cool. I've always aspired to be or wanted to be an overachiever. I just thought I was too lazy inherently. It was a really funny, weird mindset. But anyway, so you know, if you guys would ever want to do that, if you guys are like trying to like kill it in business and just do something awesome, like, and you're afraid to take that step, or you have any like thoughts or questions that you'd like to, you know, ask me about, like I would like to do a day like that. So if you guys would be up for it, I would be up for it. So we just have to like gauge whether you guys would be up for it. So if you guys are, I'm happy to do that for everybody. So what do you think? Okay, you look like you're gonna say something. What's that? Oh yeah, the golden ticket. Okay, so thank you, Deandra. That's why Deandra, I forget things. Okay, so we're going to do a golden ticket competition. So what we're going to do is once the sale ends today, we're going to do a golden ticket competition where we're going to, like, from every day, we're gonna place a little handwritten note into one of the orders. And what's going to happen? What did we decide on? That we're going to give them like a product of their choice, anything in the whole warehouse, correct? So you'll be able to choose anything. So if you place an order and you get a handwritten note from me saying that you are a golden ticket winner, and we'll put some kind of little thing on there because inevitably people say, oh, I was a golden ticket winner, and then they weren't. So we'll make sure that there's a little tricky thing in there, your code word. Yeah, I'm gonna put a code word. That is totally fun. We'll put a code word in so that you know that you're the golden ticket winner, and then you get to choose anything in the warehouse, okay? So yeah, place your orders, and we will be having golden ticket winners for every, maybe we'll announce them like the 12 days of Christmas, like a golden ticket winner each one of the 12 days. Wonder if that math would work out. We'll have to figure that out. We'll get back to you on it, but we'll follow through and do all that. Yeah, so should we do winners? Let's see, Power Couple is the first one.
Sure.
Okay, so Power Couple is the shampoo and conditioner, because I have recently been testing other shampoos, and I'm telling you, getting back to this one makes me realize how much of a power couple this is, like how great it is to not wash your hair every day and feel great about your hair all the time. I just love it. Okay, so who's the winner for the power couple?
Leah Peltier from
Leah, oh, from YouTube? Okay, Leah Peltier or Peltier? Peltier?
something like that.
It depends on if you're French or not. So congratulations, Peltier or Peltier, whoever you are. Congratulations to the power couple. Make sure that you take a picture before, because you will not believe the difference in your hair. I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. Okay, let's do blow dry last. Okay, let's do time original.
Time original?
Yeah.
Goes to Hockey Girl 63 from YouTube.
Oh, Hockey Girl 63. Oh, she likes hockey too. I used to love watching my husband play hockey a long time ago. Hockey Girl 63. 63. Okay, congratulations. Oh, that's cute. Miss the old days of hockey. Okay, now I'm a basketball fan because my son plays basketball. So, okay, and my daughter plays soccer. Okay, so we're doing Time Pro now.
Time Pro is Amber Clark Brazil.
Amber Clark Brazil. Okay, so you are our Time Pro winner. And who is the Blow Time and Round Brush winner?
Blow Time and Round Brush winner is Nichelle Crowder.
Did you say Nichelle?
Nichelle.
Okay, so Nichelle Crowder is our Blow Time package winner. So congratulations, and yeah, next week, let's see, we'll be rushing out to Arizona, but I will be here and answering questions. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I think we should do a Kinley cut next week. Are the kids out of school yet? No,
Next
they're
week,
not.
yet.
Okay, so we're gonna do a Kinley cut close to Christmas, I think, because her hair is getting really long again. It's a really fun show. So if your daughter or anyone you know has really curly hair, that's an awesome one to watch, because she is so fun to watch, and I love cutting her hair. She just loves the emojis. So don't forget to put emojis, and please, 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 when you see those fraud sites, tell them you're a fraud. I know it. It's ridiculous. Like, don't take their dreams, hopes and dreams of bringing great products to the women of the world away.
Email and
Oh yes, and don't forget, if you're a winner, email and mailing address. Ooh, did I get it right? I think I got it right. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Have a happy Wednesday. Ching. Bye.